Welcome to week 12. We are back in San Diego, and of course we're training at San Diego United Training Center. Since we're back in San Diego, we're back with our man Ollie, which is also very exciting and essential to our training, really. This guy right here is helping us with our nutrition pretty much. He knows all the local spots to eat healthy. He's got the bath, which we can put ice in, train together to make the gains together. Gains together, bro.
Gains together, bro.
Yes. Today we're starting off the second tapering week and also the final tapering week before next week when we go for the goals, which is very exciting. This tapering week will be the same in terms of what we're doing as last week. Hopefully we'll be a little bit stronger, a little bit fresher as well, seeing as we're not training as frequently. So I'm feeling great, very well rested, and today's session we're just doing trunk work capacity and calf capacity. So it's kind of almost a relaxing session.
Speak for yourself.
Nothing too intense. Yeah, the main intensity for us is generally the upper body, obviously, probably the bicep area, the shoulders, front delts and chest. They're all getting smashed by planche and Azarian, so trunk work is just not focusing on those areas that are already getting smashed, so it's kind of relaxing in that way. Also going to do a bit of stretching after, which I'm really excited about. I just want to allocate more time to stretching. I have been doing it wherever I can recently, so at petrol stations, at the beach. So yeah, just random places, but it's always nice to be in a gym where you can just quickly get it all done without having to walk around searching for items. Anything you'd like to say, Ollie?
No, I'm good.
Lovely. Yeah. So let's get straight into it with this trunk work capacity. The whole world to do this at once eventually. Yes! For the first 5 reps, I actually feel like this was way too light. The next 5 started to feel like a challenge, and from rep 10 onwards, it was getting increasingly harder. Deep burn in the shoulders. It's so uncomfortable, but I can feel like it's so good to help avoid injuries because it's just strengthening those really minor parts of the shoulder that you otherwise wouldn't focus on. So I love the Cuban press. Even though it's a marathon, it takes ages, it's definitely worthwhile. Keep doing it, guys. I know that the calf capacity stuff is nowhere near as exciting as the other stuff, but you're gonna get really beneficial prehab work from it. So be consistent with it. It doesn't take very long. It's gonna set you up for a very happy and prosperous life ahead with minimal injuries. Back again at San Diego United Training Center. We're gonna be here every single day for this last tapering week, which is awesome. It's such a great atmosphere. Everyone's really cool. They understand what we do and they support us, and it's just the best atmosphere to train. Today I'm going for Azarian and also V-sit, so it's gonna be an exciting goal attempt session again before the actual goal session next week. I learned a lot last week in the tapering. We learned a lot in general about going individually. Before, we were sort of attempting our goals at the same time, and it was really difficult. And I also learned about the technique of the Azarian more since my last attempt, so hopefully that carries over. I'm feeling very, very good. I've been able to do stretching every day. I've been doing foam rolling over the last 2 days. It's been really nice, and my body's just feeling fresh. We're also having Jekyll. Yes. A pre-workout from our man Ollie. So thank you, Ollie. We haven't had it before, so I don't know what to expect. It's a bit of an experiment as well. If it works really well, I'll take it for the goal attempt. If it's not as good as C4, I'll be taking C4 for the goal session. I've been warming up tumbling. It's awesome. Such a great way to warm up and just get the blood flowing, wake every muscle up in your body. And now I'm just jumping on the rings with a few light sets before getting to those heavier sets and then attempting the goal.
Are you feeling sore anywhere?
Yeah, my biceps have been tight definitely over the last few days.
And you've been commenting how that area feels quite tight when you do Azarian and some other stuff.
Yeah, so I specifically was rolling this last night and the day before, and that obviously really helped. So they're feeling much better today. I remember 2 days ago I went into a handstand in the warm-up and I felt tightness there. It was a weird feeling, actually somewhat concerning. If that was normal, I'd hold back. But yeah, it's feeling much better now. So the deep tissue is certainly helping.
And how are your wrists feeling?
They feel good.
That's not really something you can deep tissue wrists.
Again, it's nice that in tapering we've been doing less volume. So I've had a few days break pretty much from planche, which is the only exercise really that does aggravate it. So yeah, they're feeling good. I'm gonna warm up and I'll show you guys when I'm slamming that Jekyll.
Drink me. I'm Jekyll.
It's pretty funny. We didn't read a container, but it says something like, Jekyll is a reserved genial man. Did you read that? It's like, it talked about the character and then there was a quote from the author. Tastes pretty good. It's quite sweet. It is fruit punch, so it's generic sweet, but yeah. C4 is delicious, so it's not as tasty as C4, but it's still nice. I think fruit punch is just
it's like the vanilla ice cream of pre-workouts.
It's like the pre-workout that's trying to please everyone, but by doing so, they don't really please anyone. Yes. So make sure you guys are individuals. Yes. Commit 100% to yourself. Be yourself. You're awesome. Yeah. So I'm drinking it. Yeah! I just did an Azarian level 1, I'm gonna go level 3. On the first one I did still feel DOMS-ish. That's sort of how it goes though when we're doing these programs because it's so intense.
Gold's gym session, man.
It's so intense and so consistent that at the start of most sessions I will feel a bit of tightness, but then once I warm up it just goes away and then you don't notice it. I'm gonna walk with level 3 now, mainly thinking about this technique, sort of hitting the back lever before going into it. Even that, I mean, I feel the pressure. It's intense. Alright. Yeah, I feel it in that same bicep area. So intense. You have to keep persistent as long as it doesn't feel dangerous. Damn it, it's feeling intense. Can't imagine what it's going to feel like on the rings. I'm going to do a cross now, 1 or 2 second hold, so just to activate all the muscles, feel the position but not waste strength in it. It's not easy.
Look, Daisy.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. But, it doesn't feel like easy. Wow, that's
grabs his leg. I love his legs.
A lot of people do love my legs. I'm feeling ready for the first attempt here. The first attempt and the first successful Azarian. Yeah. Kind of getting nervous, which is excellent. That's exactly what I want. The atmosphere here is just so great. I've had the perfect warm-up. Like, no interruptions. We've got a little crowd going here. Yes. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. Just gonna try and explode into it.
Yeah, that's it. Explosive.
Damn it. I was actually feeling it there, but didn't feel like I came in high enough, so didn't feel like it was worth continuing to pull. Yeah, I kind of feel like I was like that rather than... kind of felt strong though. It's kind of like a combination of, do I want to just keep pushing even though I'm not in the correct position, or should I stop and have more energy for my next attempt. And seeing as this isn't the actual final goal session, I do want to keep trying to push that perfect form. We're just watching the footage as we've been told before. I'm going to try and stay more back lever. I'm letting the rings come out a bit too early, so that's why I'm not getting the height. So I'm going to try this time to keep them in for longer. So keep them here and then later come into it. I'm just going to give it a shot. That was pretty cool. Damn! That was interesting. That felt different again. Ridiculous pressure on the elbows. But I like that felt completely different. Just watched the replay. Very happy with that. Definitely looked different, and that looks like what I need to do to get this. So I'm going to give this one more shot. Still need to go higher though. Oh! Ah, dang! That feels good. I feel like I'm getting the right area. I feel like I had a ridiculous undergrip there though as well, not a false grip. This is feeling much stronger and much more solid in this area. That's really exciting. Even though I haven't gotten it today, I'm really happy that I've made another connection and understanding the technique. That's really important. It's been such a great session already, and I think it's already proved how important these goal attempts pre-goal sessions are, because I've been learning so much about technique for these skills, and if I just didn't have these sessions and just went for the goal, I would likely not succeed. Tyson's now spotting me with slightly less assistance than he gave earlier. At the end, I'll try to hold the cross without support. Oh damn, that's hard to hold. I might try it one more time. That is hard, because just the coming in from a different way. I'm so used to coming in and being able to lock out specifically at certain angles. Oh,
I was holding it.
Waiting for you to let go. Yes. You didn't think I had it there? That felt pretty good. I mean,
Well, I let go quickly last time, so I let go slow.
yeah, that felt good. I do feel like I was taking the weight. I know Tyson was squatting, but it felt quite light.
Yeah, I was playing much of it.
It wasn't squatting much. That's definitely a good way to do it, rather than jumping in the deep end. And it felt good. I was just thinking, I want to finish with a cross hold by myself with no spot, just to develop the strength in the cross, because that's obviously really important. So I'm just going to do a max hold now, hold for as long as I can. Oh, I need to do this more often, just holding that cross. I did have a big false grip, which is not ideal, but that's what I need to do right now, just to get this goal. As I conquer it, I'll start to get rid of that false grip. Now I'm going to move on to V-sit, working the same 3 mobility exercises that I always do. I'm pretty optimistic about the V-sit now, after last week's progress. It's definitely the best it's ever been. This is the second mobility exercise I've been working specifically for V-sit. It's been consistently improving. Today I'm going to try and set a new record and get my elbow to my toe with 0 fingers. So far I've been doing 1 finger quite well, so I feel I can push it that little bit further today. I'll obviously only push it if it's feeling up to it. I've really been enjoying this exercise. I feel like it's a key part of improving my compression. This is definitely the kind of exercise where you need to be careful and not push yourself too hard, because you don't want to injure yourself. I wasn't able to get the elbow to toe today on either side. I went for it during each set, though it just felt a little bit too intense. This is the third and final stretch I've been working consistently for V-sit. I've been making this exercise harder by using my abs to compress my body, rather than pulling on my feet with my hands. This way it's more active, and I'm contracting the exact same muscles that I would in the V-sit. This is the kind of shape that I want to hit in the V-sit. I wish I was doing this whole stretch routine from the very beginning, because I've only really been doing it for the last 2 weeks and the gains have been immense. I was approaching V-sit with more strength training rather than flexibility. So if you're training for it, first identify, do you need more ab core strength to be able to pull your legs? Or do you need more flexibility? Do you need both? And once determined, make sure you're training what you need. that's the end of my goal attempt session today. Very happy with it. The Azarian, very important breakthrough, understanding the technique, and V-sit, it's good to see my progress, and it's just showing me that I need to keep getting that compression better. I finished off this workout with middle split stretching. First, I held this stretch for 3 minutes with 12-pound ankle weights for just one set. This was the second and final stretch I did today for middle split. As my side split continues to improve, I'm working on transitioning from pancake to side split. I feel this sort of movement between two stretches is extremely beneficial for your mobility in general and also in injury prevention. I also find this sort of stretching a lot more fun than just static stretching, as I'm using my flexibility to allow me to do a new movement. That's pretty cool. Yes. I feel like this is exactly the kind of exercise that I personally need to gain mobility. I love that I'm using the muscle to pull into a stretch so that it's strengthening and stretching the adductors at the same time. And for me personally, it's that sort of isometric stretching that results in the best flexibility gains. When you're strong enough to try this one, I highly recommend you mix it in with the other splits training that we've been doing.